Hello everyone and welcome back to the Fundie Baby Challenge. We are here with Erin. We just got back from the Youth Summit, which is basically just a huge courtship type meeting, I guess you could say. But anyway, we are back, and you know what? It is actually Sunday. Titus was able to preach a home church sermon, and so every Sunday he's going to get 500 simoleons because he is the pastor. So we're going to go ahead and go into MC Command Center and give him that 500 that he gets every Sunday. He's doing all right on money, not incredible since he just bought this new house. Okay, so Ben, sometimes I get so angry that I don't know what to do with myself. That is not approved in Fundie life. How can I deal with things when I can't even? I think he needs to talk it through with someone or pray. So I think that's what he would choose. Okay, so there's a world famous circus in the city tonight only. Let's go check it out. Okay, so it is one of Candace Farmer's children who's asking. I think Ben will probably want to go. I didn't realize it was something that we couldn't actually go to, like, on the game. So he is just off attending the circus. Hopefully he can win some people to Christ, meet some new people and stuff. Also, one thing that we do need to do is roll to see if Benjamin is going to be a Fundie, if he's going to be a mainstream Christian, or if he is going to be an atheist. So if I roll 1 through 4, he's going to be a Fundie. If I roll a 5 through 7, he is going to be a mainstream Christian. And if I roll an 8 through 10, he's going to be an atheist. Let's go see. So here we have our number generator. Okay, wait, he's going to be an atheist. I was not expecting that because he is one of our better behaved boys. So far we have Aaron, who's asleep in his room. He has already rolled to be a mainstream Christian, and now Benjamin is going to be an atheist and leave the fold. Now, depending on their personalities, we will decide when they feel like they need to kind of leave Fundie life. So far, we are 2 for 2 on not having any Fundie children. That's kind of crazy. But really, they can leave the fold at any point that they feel like. They could be teenagers, almost being adults. They could be 30 with 5 children. They could be 50 with 20 children and they decide to leave the fold. Or they could break up with their courtship partner in their young adulthood and just do their own thing. Who knows? I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not totally sure for the both of them. Benjamin just returned from the circus. I also did just want to mention that we are expecting our 10th child. Let's see what trimester we're in. 2nd trimester, and our 3rd trimester starts in 11 hours. Very good. I am going to have him use some of his money from pastoring to see if we can get anything good from the seed store, because obviously they did not bring over any of their plants from the last place they owned. He's working on his garden here so he can provide for his family and keep this house up. Also, are we seeing some gray hairs on Titus? Or is that just like the shine of the moon? I'm not sure. Okay, so we got some snapdragons, so we're definitely going to want to plant those. They gave us a lot more begonias, but other than that, I'm not seeing anything too great. I am going to have Titus go inside and have Ben work on his aspiration of freelance botanist. He also loves being in the outdoors. I'm sure Titus will enjoy the break from working out here. I think actually I'm going to have Titus go on a run, even though it's kind of early in the morning. It looks like Benjamin is super into working out. We've got Aaron heading to work. I don't think that we'll have Benjamin actually get a job just because he's going to be helping Dad a lot outside. Also, why is Ben so flirty? Weird. You're just hanging out with a bunch of your siblings. Why are you so flirty? Okay, Sarah and Hezekiah have a strict dynamic. I mean, these people have strict dynamics with all their kids. Not surprising. Benjamin's head remembers Chelsea Graves fondly as memories of her begin to populate in his mind. The task at hand is just an afterthought. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, also, Aaron has been promoted at work. Very good. Okay, so I think that with our guy Ben just being so flirty, just daydreaming about Chelsea. I think he might go over with his dad and visit the Graves family to go talk with Brian Graves about his daughter. So Titus invited Brian over to Hare Square in Windenburg to come and chat and get to know Ben. I don't think that they've ever even met, actually. Also, I don't know why these two sharp guys are so flirty. We're telling him a little bit about Ben being a violinist. We're asking about Brian's day, just really getting to know him. It seems to be going okay so far. He is sweating, I think. Oh no, Brian is bored. Brian is bored with the conversation. I think Titus is going to give them a little space to really get to know each other. I think it's very possible that it might be easier for these boys to get into courtships now that Titus is the pastor there. They might be seen as a more highfalutin type of Fundie family now that that's in place. Now they're playing a game of chess, which might be dangerous because these sharp boys are pretty freaking good at chess. Maybe he will let Brian win. Although the conversation is getting a tad tedious for Brian, I think it's going pretty well. I think next time Ben might meet with both Brian and his wife. Oh, insufferably tedious conversation. Oh, okay. I think that he might go ahead and head on home. However, the next time is going to be the really make it or break it, and he's going to meet with Rochelle, Brian's wife, and see, if she and her husband think there should be a courtship between Chelsea and Ben. I think that now that Erin is in a courtship, he should invite Reagan over and she should meet the entire family. Oh, Grace has aged up, our first girl to enter her childhood years, and she is a goofball. Okay, I think that she's gonna be a social butterfly. Let's give her Fundie makeover before Reagan gets over here. All right, she's in her pajamas, but she is in Fundie approved wear before Reagan gets here. All right, she is finally here. Oh, she looks sad. I wonder why. Oh, now Reagan is flirty. I don't even think Sarah has even officially started talking to Reagan, so Sarah definitely needs to come and say hello. Ben also needs to meet Reagan, although I guess they've already met at church, but you know what I mean. Everyone seems to be really getting along. Everyone has come to say hello to Reagan. That's so sweet. It looks like they are going to be a fairly welcoming family for new courtships and stuff like that. Let's also share with Reagan that we are pregnant, even though it's quite obvious. We're going to have Ben give Reagan a little relationship advice. He's going to be like, I know my brother well, and this is how to be a girl for him, you know what I mean? Wait, why? Oh my God, wait. Okay, so I'm on ERIN'S stuff, and his relationship bars are so weighed down with Reagan. What did he do? I guess their conversation on this date have not been great. Maybe he's saying stuff that perhaps, she doesn't like, but maybe we can get it back. Maybe we can get this going well again. Let's smooth apology. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I was about to have them go play chess and just have some alone time, but Mom has gone into freaking labor. This is not a drill. I am going to have Mom give birth, and I'm going to have him try to smooth apology his way through whatever he said while I was not looking. All right, Sarah's having her baby. This is the first baby born in Chestnut Ridge. All right, let's see if it's a boy or a girl. We currently have only 2 girls and 7 boys. It is a boy. Okay, let me look at my name list. I'm looking at all of the meanings, and I think... Okay, I think they're going to name him Joseph, because Joseph means he will add, or may God add or increase. We want God to increase our family size if he sees fit, and also to increase our church size if he sees fit. So I think that would be a great name for little Joseph Sharp. This is so sweet. Christian is coming in to meet the new little baby. That is so nice. Although with Christian, he may have other motives. He may just try to be pulling a prank or something. Okay, it doesn't seem to be going too terribly bad over here. She's very flirty, so that's great. Okay, so our ERIN does have the erratic trait, so I wonder if that might affect their relationship in a lot of ways. And I do wonder if when she finds out that he is quite erratic, she might not be as interested as she once was. Okay, it says that they are both very satisfied in their relationship, so that's great. I guess, he was able to pull it together and apologize for whatever he said that offended her. It is 1 a.m., so we are definitely going to have Reagan go home soon because his parents and brother are about to go to bed. So Ben has enjoyed his violining into his teen years, it looks like. He is playing very well over here. Maybe he can use that to impress his interest, Chelsea. We've got Erin over here working very diligently while Dad is sleeping in. So that is great. I think he's quite liking now that his sons can do more for him. He can be a little bit lazier now. Mom is having some very rare time to herself where she can just practice piano. I'm sure this will not last long at all. Erin is back from work, so I think he's actually going to go over to the Abernathys. I know that a lot of this episode is just Erin and Reagan, but I am having fun with the courtship stuff. And he is going to get to know the Abernathy family as a whole quite a bit better. So actually, I think that our guy, Erin, is actually going to share one of his conspiracy theories to Reagan and see what she thinks about it. Oh, I don't think she likes it. I do not think she likes it. Well, she didn't seem too upset by it, so that's great. So maybe that won't end up ending the relationship. Now we're in the hallway. We are meeting the two out of the three brothers, the older brothers. I don't know why I can't. It's such a small hallway. I guess I can't really get through there. Everything's going really great, and he seems to be, fitting in right with the family. Has he met the little brother? Okay, he needs to now meet with the youngest brother, and then he'll have talked with all the Abernathy family, but he's definitely going to stay for a little while and try to get his relationship bar up with everyone in the family. It looks like she's having... I was going to say, it looks like she's having a good time, but maybe not. Oh, no, there's a fire. Oh, no. Maybe he can be the savior and blow out the fire. Where is it? Okay. Extinguish. Okay. He's got it. He didn't even need to have to call the fire department. Okay, he kind of is the hero here. I feel like this might go well and make sure maybe they could get engaged soon. Yep, he's very confident from fighting the fire and from smooth talking with his girl. It looks like he's also getting along quite well with Reagan's brother, which is great. We definitely need brother's approval when we're in a courtship. We've spent a good part of the day here, so I think we'll probably head home soon. And maybe for dinner, we will have our guy Ben go meet with Rochelle and Rochelle and Brian and see if he can get along with Chelsea's family. For some reason, it still says that there's a fire. It's very odd, so I can't leave the premises while there's a fire. Very weird. We are still just hanging out because it won't let us leave while there's a fire, but literally the fire was so long ago. I don't know what's going on with this, but I guess we'll just hang out here for a while. Y'all, I was finally able to figure out how to unstuck my situation from Googling it with something with MC Command Center, but oh my god, it took forever. But we are back on the sharp lot. I think it is time where old Benny boy can go and meet with the Graves family. I wonder if Chelsea has absolutely any clue about why he is coming around and visiting. Maybe. But she could also think that he is coming around for her sister Caroline. Some of the little sisters are coming out to meet Ben. Oh, look, Chelsea came to come and see him. Okay. I think that our rule is going to be before you get to actually go on a date with a young lady, you are going to have to get to the top of the friendship bar with the dad. I feel like that would definitely seem like a good rule. He's getting to meet the little brother Bryce. Everyone is gonna hang out by the fire. Y'all, unfortunately my game crashed, so we're gonna have to restart that. I'll get him to the Graves residence and get his bars up with everybody off camera. All right, I got us back to where we were, and all the teens and adults are going to get by the fire and have a little fun. They're both super old, so we need to do a little introduction with... We've learned that she's Fundie, neat family oriented, very Fundie woman coded. All right, y'all, we are back at the house, and I think that honestly that was a pretty good long episode, so I think that's where we'll cut this episode short today, and I'll see y'all next time.